Hey, welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. It's the first trip of the season, and we're taking both grandkids. And we have some sticker shout-outs. We're headed to French Creek. As you can see, we're not taking the kayaks because it's early in the season, but we are taking the bicycles. We got the Jayco hooked up, ready to go. Well, we made it to French Creek. We are in Loop C, Site 2. And I'll start on this side. You can see this trailer is about 25 feet long, and that's about it for this site. Something bigger might be a little tighter. I even had to angle the truck a little bit. There's Mr. Emmerich. It's his first time camping. And there's Baba. She's got her camping pants on. And there's Mr. Cowan. He's a camping pro. Yep. He helped me hook up the water and the electric. And then here's our new addition. This is a flag. Now there's our new flag. And then on this side, see, it's a nice site. There's nothing behind you. We're set up. Of course, with the grandkids, we got a lot of toys and that kind of stuff. It is a little breezy. We got new camping chairs since there's two of them now. That way they're exactly the same and they won't fight. We got some noodles boiling for Callan. Got some hot dogs going. Yeah, it's boiling.
Boy, so it's time to test.
Not yet. And here is our new tablecloth. We also have matching bench covers, but I don't have enough clips, so we're just going with the tablecloth. And you can see the fire ring is way out here, so that's nice that it's away from the camper. And here is the back of the camper, and you can see got our sign on there. Of course, Callan's a ham. He likes camping. What do you think about camping?
Good!
So he gets pumped up about camping. He was telling his mom he was going camping today from 7:30 on, even though we couldn't get into the site till 3. So this is Site 2, Loop C, French Creek. We've been here quite a bit before. It's usually my shakedown trip. This is the first one of the year to make sure everything works before we start traveling. So we spent our first trip of the year at French Creek State Park, and we took the grandkids with us, both of them. This is the first time we took both of them with us. So we want to give you our 5 tips to camping with grandkids. So the first thing that we thought of when taking both kids was what, Marie?
Well, if you have a carrier for your bike, is to take them for a bike ride where they can sit on the back of the bike with you.
So we have giant bicycles. Giant's the name of the bicycle, not that they're really large. But they have racks on the back, and these child seats that we have slide right on and right off. So we have 2 of them, and we use them, and then also our daughter and son-in-law use them on their bikes. So we took those with, and we went for a bike ride.
Just
around.
a short one, and that's fine for them, going down hills and curves and things like that. It was really enjoyable for them.
Yeah, they like looking around and seeing things.
Right.
Here comes Emmerich on his first camping trip bike ride with Baba. And of course, Callan riding with me.
There they go. So then the next thing we realized is to look out for a playground, of course. So it's always a hit with them when they're under 5, is finding the best playground close by.
So we did that. We found a playground, and really, it was nice to see them interact with other kids. There was a little girl there named Kendall that Callan was going down the slides with, and he was really proud of his younger brother, and introduced his little brother to everybody that would show up at the playground. And that playground kept them busy for quite a long time.
At least a half an hour to an hour we were down there playing and meeting new children that were camping.
So that's tip number 2, is find the playground.
Go.
Here we go.
Whee!
Oh, that's
Whoop.
tip number 3.
Is to take them swimming. Not swimming, not this time of year. Fishing. Fishing is good. And kayaking. Anything on the water.
Yeah, so any water feature. Most of the state parks, you're going to find a lake in the state park or around it. Many of the private campgrounds that we go to also have lakes. So because it was early in the season, we went fishing. But they also, at French Creek, they have kayaks, canoes, and boat rentals that you can use, or you could take your own if you have them. So any kind of a water feature would work. And they also have a large swimming pool at French Creek. However, it's being renovated, so it's not open this summer. But water, anything with water is definitely advantageous for little kids. Okay, we got Callan sitting there. We got Mr. Emmerich coming up. We got Baba there. There are 2 lakes at French Creek. There is Scott Run and there is Hopewell. We fished Scott Run the last time we were here. And now we have the lines in Hopewell Lake. Callan is ready to switch from a worm to a treble hook. So we'll be working on that in a minute. Here it is, the one tackle box we run along. Of course, Emmerich's already getting into everything. There's Marie, watching everything happen. So tip number 4.
Tip number 4 is to make sure you take with you their ride-on cars and their tricycles if you have them.
Yeah, because
and you have room in your car.
Bicycles, tricycles at the campsite, they would ride those back and forth up to the stop sign and back, and that kept them busy for a good hour. It was a nice little feature. So remember to throw something like that in. And a lot of the kids at the park, they ride those little scooters, so that would be another thing to occupy them. Got a little trike situation going on here. Mr. Callan riding the trike. Mr. Emmerich lost a car out of his, so he went back to get it. Now he's ready to ride.
Ready, go.
There we go. I'm coming. Number 5 was what?
Well, with a 4-year-old, it's really fun for them to feel like they can be the chef, and roasting hot dogs on the open fire was fun for Callan.
Callan is he's about to turn 4, and I put him on dinner and told him he had to make the hot dogs, I asked him if he wanted to make the hot dogs, and he said yeah. So he was roasting hot dogs on the fire and did a really good job. And the first one was a quality control test issue, so we gave it to his younger brother, and his younger brother ate it, so it passed the test. So he made all the hot dogs, and he was thrilled that he was able to participate in that. Mr. Callan is in charge of making hot dogs on the fire. How's it going, Mr. Callan?
Is that another hot dog we're making?
Yep, you're gonna have to make another one.
Why?
So we have enough hot dogs to eat. And our first hot dog over here off the fire, Mr. Emmerich is eating. So he is working on that. Roasting hot dogs on the fire at Brent Creek State Park. He also helps me set the camper up and tear the camper down. So he's been camping for a couple years with us, but he's starting to show Emmerich the ropes. And I think if you can do those 5 things, it's gonna make for a really pleasant trip with the grandkids. And then we have one other thing to go over. We got some sticker shout outs.
Right. So
we got some over the winter, and of course we don't put them on until the springtime. So who was our first sticker shout out from?
Randy and Diane from Zephyr Travels.
Zephyr Travels, yeah, they're out of New York. Now they sent me a number of different stickers and magnets for the camper, and I think I like this one for the outside. All who wander are not lost. So we're going to put that on the outside. I thought this was a clever idea. They do a calendar, and the calendar includes pictures from many of their travels. So I thought that was a great idea and could be used, you know, as gifts or for sale or whatever for their channel. So let's put Zephyr Travels sticker on. Okay, so we're gonna put Zephyr's Travels. I think it's gonna look good right there. Got pretty good at this one-handed. So there's Zephyr Travels. I was introduced to their channel when I was planning a trip to Twin Grove Campground near Swatera State Park, and I watched their review, and I've been following them since. They run an Airstream, and they head out west quite a bit in the wintertime. So there is Zephyr's Travel out of New York. So we also got a sticker from who, Marie?
Corey and Christy from the Buckeyes.
Traveling Buckeyes out of Ohio. So they sent us a sticker. All right, next up, we're going to Ohio to the Traveling Buckeyes. So there is the Traveling Buckeyes sticker. Corey and Christy are from Ohio, and they have a micro mini, or mini light. They have been running their channel for quite a while. And they do a lot of Ohio state parks, but they go to regional areas and they occasionally head down to Florida. I've been following them since the very beginning, so I like their channel quite a bit. So I'd encourage you to check it out. Let's see where the Traveling Buckeyes is going on the camper. I think the Traveling Buckeyes is gonna look good right there. They've introduced me to a lot of the state parks in Ohio, and those state parks in Ohio they're pretty impressive. So I'm glad that I get to view their channel. I encourage you to check it out. And then finally, who was the third sticker we got?
The third one we have is from Bob and Sue from Lucky Dawg Productions.
And they're out of Florida, Central Florida. So next up is Lucky Dawg Productions. Now I've been watching their channel for quite a long time. They do some live streams and you know, play some games on the live streams, and they do some cooking on their shows. And in the past they have been doing motorcycle rides and also some camping videos in a road trek that they had owned. So with the new camper, I needed a new sticker, so they graciously sent one to me. So let's see where we should put it on the camper. I think we're gonna fit them right here. Notice I'm getting better at putting those stickers on. So I would encourage you to check out Lucky Dawg Productions. Bob is a techno geek, so anything that you need help with from a camera perspective or Wi-Fi or that kind of stuff, he probably knows the answer, including microphones and how to set all the live streaming stuff up. Check out Bob and Sue at Lucky Dawg. Of course, you just heard Mo in the background because he knows I'm outside. So there are the stickers so far. If you want your channel recognized on my rig, it's pretty easy. Just send me a sticker. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, it helps me out a lot. So ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up, that helps too. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. And thanks for watching.